Hi, this is me. I'm gonna show you how I set up like my simple rabbit enclosure. You need to keep in mind that rabbits can jump like 3 to 4 feet, and they need at least 2 feet by 4 feet of space each, but I prefer to give them 4 by 4 feet of space. Also, this information is mostly off the top of my head, so feel free to like comment helpful things, actual helpful things, or look it up. I'm starting by putting down this baby tarp thing. It's like waterproof. It's not necessary, but I like it for rabbits because it's never leaked on me. And I have white carpet in my room, so I'm certain it hasn't leaked. This is where I found it, but I'm sure you can find it easily online. I will put a link in the description to it though. If you can't get a hold of one of these though, you can alternatively put down some pet wet pads and fleece or like a blanket on top, or just like something like that. I'm using a baby blanket just because baby stuff is ready for impact. At some point, I used like a plastic sheet you can buy at Walmart, but my rabbit kept like trying to chew it up and stuff and like would rip little pieces off of it. So it wasn't for her, but you know, all rabbits are different. So, I mean, you could try it. It was a pretty good idea and it saved me a couple times. Okay. Now that I have my flooring of choice, it needs the actual cage part. This is actually an XL dog pen, and yes, rabbits do need this much space. They need to be able to jump, stand on their back legs, they need to be able to binky, which is like a happy hop thing, and they need to be able to like lay around and have the space for all the stuff that you're gonna need in their cage. These ugly cages that you get from the pet store, they're way overpriced. Like, they're so much more expensive than these dog pens. They're gross to clean and they smell bad all the time, and they're just not fit for like a rabbit's life. So if you can't provide, like if you don't have the space for one of these cages and you only have the space for a small cage, just wait until you actually have the space for a rabbit before you get a rabbit. So next thing is a litter box, because rabbits can actually be litter trained just like cats can. So I'm going to put a pad down first in case of any accidents while the rabbit is litter training. You can remove this eventually, but I just like to have it. And choose a corner where the litter box is going to be all the time. It's just best for when they're learning how to go in the box. I can do an actual video about potty training and like litter box care, but that's for later. Lastly, for essentials, I have this water bowl. It is weighted because rabbits tend to tip them over. No water bottles because they're not suited for rabbit use. They leave rabbits dehydrated all the time. And then I have this hidey house. I'm putting a pad inside of it because sometimes rabbits pee in those because they're confused. I think it's important to have a little hidey house, especially when they're first getting to know you, so they have somewhere to feel safe. Then I'm just adding some toys like this cardboard thing for them to chew up. It's like one of those cat scratchers. And then some non-treated wood items for the rabbit to chew on. Chew toys are very important for their teeth health, to keep them grinded down to the right size, so make sure you have some chew toys for them. I ended up changing the litter box because I felt like it was too small. Rabbits need to be able to turn around comfortably in their litter box, but this is basically it. I feel like your bullet points for shopping should definitely be a litter box, food bowls, drinking bowl, chew toys, the actual enclosure, and what bedding you're going to be using. And by bedding, I mean like what you're going to put on the floor. That and a hide. That said, even with the big enclosure, it's good to give them free roaming space like 4 hours a day. I know that's not realistic for everybody, but rabbits are not an easy pet. They're not a beginner's pet. So keep that in mind. Again, I can do a video on litter box stuff, on my rabbit's diet, on a bunch of different stuff, but yeah, comment any questions you have or anything I missed, but that's everything I have to say.